Welcome to the Sustainable Community Aid Network's virtual career fair with Paul Mulangu, the Executive Director of the Center of Integration for African Immigrants. Thank you for joining us for the virtual career fair. Could you start by introducing yourself and telling us about your passion?
My name is Paul Mulangu. I'm the Executive Director of the Center of Integration for African Immigrants in BC, US Minister. My passion, we started out to help the integration for new immigrants in Canada. I speak French and English.
How did the idea for the organization start?
The center started in 2001, when I saw that there was a lot of Black people in BC and people didn't know about Black people. And also there's a lot of Black people didn't have a job, especially some youth. And this is when one day I was asking them why they're always all over in the summer than going to work. Said they don't know where to go and they don't have somebody to do the resume. And since that time is where we start the center to help people to integrate.
That's really nice that you wanted to help. You saw people that there was a need and you decided to fill that need and
yes.
Help everybody. That's lovely. So what challenges did you have to overcome when your organization first started?
The start is always difficult. First, at the time of being started, there was nobody in a province. First, the people didn't know about Black people in Vancouver. And also they didn't know that the Black people speak French. Mm-hmm. And then the lot of challenge is how to convince the provincial government and also the federal government that there's a need in the African community. Mm-hmm. And also to have funding, it was a big difficulties. But as to the time have been going and things starting going okay.
Okay. Yeah. So what challenges does your organization still face today? Or do you still have the similar challenges you had at the beginning with funding, or is there any other challenges?
Yeah, there's that funding problem. It's always every time it's every day you need to write proposal, every time you need to have project, that's the challenge. Also renting. In British Columbia, rent is very high. Mm-hmm. And every time you can be in those old buildings that are very cheaper. And one time they can say they're going to demolish it. You need to move. Yeah. And every time you move in your organization to switch up for the cheaper rent, that's also the big challenge for us.
What have you enjoyed most about working with your organization?
Enjoying is in one day I just find somebody, he say, "Paul, thank you, I got a job. Thank you, I have the housing. Thank you, my immigration go very well." If I see the smile of people is what I enjoy, because at least you manage to integrate our people in this society.
It's lovely that you can actively see the work that you're doing and how it has an impact on people, and you get to receive appreciation. Yeah. So what is your organization working on right now? Do you have any newer programs or still
Yeah, I've been working on a program, Connect to Work, and also another project for the youth is thinking outside the box, and also source it solution. Been sending those proposals, just waiting for the answer. And then also we are doing a recycle program, and also we have a summer job program, and is what we are working for it now.
Could you give some more details about the programs, more specifics?
Yeah. Thinking outside the box is youth program for helping youth to connect connect for jobs. It's a training where you train. The youth come for 2 months in classroom and 6 months in a training job, because a lot of our youth, they don't have job experience. Then you are giving them job experience. That's the most excitement, because what you call thinking outside the box, because everybody think inside the box. If a new immigrant comes, "Oh, I'm an engineer." He doesn't know what kind of engineer. He doesn't know how things. And here you can be engineer, tomorrow can be another things. Is what you're calling it, thinking outside the box.
That sounds really nice. A lot of youth, they kind of know what they want to do, but they don't have the proper guidance to help them
Yes.
and it's really that you're able to provide that for them.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
help them in the long run. So what would you say are the qualities that like you have personal qualities that led you to this point in your life where you work here?
But the quality, what
Like
you said about
like personal qualities, like characteristics that like you have, like maybe like you're hardworking or like you're really innovative.
yeah,
Like,
no, I'm a go-getter.
yeah.
I like new challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And also I'm always there for people. I'm always there for see the people having the integration process. I'm always there for their problem. I'm always there for us, the African community, especially the Francophone, to be part of parcel on Canada. That's what I like.
So you're very dependable. Like people can rely on you and you'll always show up. Yeah.
Yes, now it's 20 years. People always calling me. Sometimes I always say, no, I need to retire. Couldn't because every time it's pour this, pour that. And that's, yes.
Yeah. So do you have any advice that you would give to like youths interested in your field or those who want to get like more involved?
I'm always telling the people to love themselves first. Because if you love yourself, then you can discover yourself. And then if you discover yourself, then you can know what you are capable to do. Because if you are doing things you love, then you are not going to get bored and things are going to be good. Okay. Because not trying to go to the another like, oh, I want to be like engineer. Maybe you don't know what it's about. And you don't know your capability. First, you need to know yourself. That's the most important things.
Well, that's really helpful. It's lovely. Is there anything else that you'd like to say or add or anything? Or
what I want to say is sustainability community. That thank you very much for that encouraging and helping the youth, especially for them to know where they're going to go, and that to give them that job experience. That is the most important thing, because I see the line, the time I put up to say we are looking for youth. We've been having 100 resume just for one post. It was really, and if things continue like that, this program is the best program for us to have.
Well, thank you. I'll let Opie know that.
Okay.
So thank you very much for doing the virtual career fair with me. Have a great day. Thank you for watching the Sustainable Community Aid Network's virtual career fair with Paul Mulangu, the Executive Director of the Center of Integration for African Immigrants.